Bring It On Fenor, and we're playing our Flyers deck, and I am playing in the basic play, but that's because if you're playing a budget deck, you're typically not doing like I mean maybe you could play this in ranked, but ranked is so fine-tuned. I feel like once you get past like anything here, we're keeping this because we have Healer's Hawk and favorable winds, so this is a pretty good one. Line of Werewolves is bad though. All right, so Plains, Healer's Hawk. All right, so best play here is we go Skyblade of the Legion into favorable winds and Healer's Hawk. So perfect with our mana base here. If we draw a High Alert, I don't think we actually do it here. I think favorable winds is better because we get more power initially, and only one thing benefits from it. So we might hold off on that for a bit. It helps with dive down and Healer's Hawks though. Right, no blocks. There's a High Alert. All right, we've drawn like exactly as I was kind of thinking we would. All right, well, Skyblade of the Legion. All right, swing in, down to 19, pass the turn. So our favorable winds actually pumps our Healer's Hawk. So we are going to play that first into Healer's Hawk, and then the next turn, if we draw land, we have High Alert and dive down, and that's actually a lot of damage, a lot of life gain that we can get. Yeah, this is looking exactly how I hoped this deck would look. Maybe a little bit a better 2-drop here, but Merfolk Branchwalker. Yep, Wildgrowth Walker. So they're going to be gaining life. That is an issue, but we should be okay here. Yep, all right. So, no, not that. So, Healer's Hawk. Favorable winds. Swing in. So Healer's Hawk can be a blocker for half of their board now too. They might not even swing in with Branchwalker. They did find their Wildgrowth Walker though. So they can start gaining life back, which is where our good defense comes in here. Doom Whisperer, that's bad. Alright, yeah, no blocks. Pass the turn. Alright, so we are going to play High Alert. So we have a 4/4 as a blocker. I'm going to swing in with both the Healer's Hawks. Because they showed a Doom Whisper that they can play next turn. How much damage do we do here? Alright, so if they play Doom Whisper and don't gain life, they go down to 10. We have... Oh, man. We're pretty close to just winning. They have a lot of damage, but we're gaining enough life that I'm not as worried about it at the moment. If we draw Aegis of the Heavens, we just win. And that's why I wanted to go a little bit more aggressive there. Is we have draws that just straight up win us the game here. So if they find a Jadelight Ranger and gain enough life, and maybe that's what they're debating there. All right, so that resolves. All right, so not killing any of our guys. All right, pass. Yeah, take a big swing here. Down to 14, and even just playing the Sky Legion isn't a bad play on our turn. Ooh, land is bad. Alright, so we don't just win now. Alright, so Skyblade of the Legion. So we swing in, they block here, we can kill their Doom Whisperer. We play it there, and we do... a lot of damage, but not quite enough. Alright, so I'm actually going to go aggressive, I think, again. Swing in. Alright, they block there. So now here's the question. Do we trade off with Doom Whisperer and keep our guy alive? Doing 2 more, gaining some life. Alright, so... So we can make this a 7/7, or we can do. Let's go with a safe play. So playing it here, we gain 4 life back. We have a blocker that they can't really get around at the moment. So we're killing at least something. We're winning the race at the moment, and pretty convincingly. And I'm just going to hold on to this past the turn. Being able to untap actually starts being relevant at this point. We can swing in and then untap and block something. Yeah, that would have been down to 3, and we would have had Sky Legion. So, and with the Ross's Contempt, we would have lost. So, there we go. So they're up to 8. They have to do something else here now. All right, the opponent skips it up. There we go. Up against Cloud DX. Bring it on. And I've been really pleased with this deck so far. I think it's doing well. Yeah, Revitalized Dawn of Hope. We're keeping that. Need a draw to land, but have plenty of draws to make that happen. Primal Amulet. So that was showing off the deck without Primal Amulet at all. Like, there's still a way to win, especially up against Mono Red because it's played everywhere. Like, that's the main reason I feel like this deck has a good spot. I played up against a pretty spicy rat colony deck where they were using the burglar rats just to make sure you're discarding as well. Like, they're playing a heavy discard with burglar rat, and it actually worked out really well. But I ended up getting down to like 5 cards left. They had like 11 left in deck, and then one with a big revenge. But anyway, there's fun things you can do with this. Do I get down Dawn of Hope? No, we're going to pass the turn. Dawn of Hope is a little bit more late game plan for us. We just need to revitalize, find a Primal Amulet, or land here. There's a Pyromancer. Alright, so Mono Red is exactly what we want to be running up against. And it is everywhere right now. It's insane. So, I mean, people don't even play other stuff. Alright, Lyra's not bad to find either against this deck. So, we're just going to keep passing turn. Hopefully they spend a lot of burn towards our face here. So that they can't kill Lyra. Because a couple turns with Lyra finishes off this game for us. Yeah. Kaya's Wrath is good as well. We might just fire that off here. I don't think I'm going to do it this turn, actually. Let's go ahead and get down Dawn of Hope. See if they will overcommit to the board. And that gives us another option. Like, next turn, they swing in for 4, but we could just create tokens for the next couple turns. You know, like, there's Dawn of Hope is actually pretty bad for them, as long as we get up to 4 mana. Down to 17. Sanguine Sacrament isn't bad. Do we want a Lyra? I feel like they've got to have some burn in hand. Do we just Sanguine Sacrament or something here? So I'm debating if I just want to create a creature just to block them. They might just spend burn on it, which actually wouldn't be bad either. I want them to spend burn, so let's go ahead and pass the turn. We're just going to use Dawn of Hope. Keep kind of getting our card advantage up. We could Ross's Contempt if we really needed to. Alright, risk factor, we're going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, take action. Down to 13. I don't want them to draw more land, if we can avoid it. And if we're about to die, we can fire off this Ross's Contempt. We shouldn't be in trouble for this turn. That's a lot of damage, especially if they have to kill a token here that gains us life. They might risk factor again. Alright, there's Lightning Strike, that's fine. Lava Runner. Alright, swing in, we create a token. The main thing is I just wanted burn not to go towards Lyra. So now, let's see here. We can Kaya's Wrath. We actually don't gain life off of that now. Do we want to draw a card?
We can Veros's Contempt, draw a card. But then we're like 9, and that could be bad. We could just gain 8 life real quick. Or 16 life. Sorry, no, 8 life, 8 life. Let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to play this a little bit slower. We can gain 4 life and draw a card as well. Let's just go ahead and gain some life for a little bit. Alright, pass the turn. I might not be playing this. I mean, I think playing Lyra is the best thing to do. Maybe just clearing the board. I'm wanting to get as much value out of them as possible, like actually having Lyra live. That's why I'm playing this a little bit slower. So we are going to Wrath before we Dawnbringer as well. Primal Amulet would be a nice thing to draw. Yeah, we're probably just going to Wrath this next turn. If they... Oh, man. Primal Amulet. Alright, let's Wrath. So we're going to Wrath. They're probably going to spend all of their Wizard's Lightnings, which they did not, so... That's actually good. So Kaya's Wrath, they risk factor. We're actually going to decline and let them draw this time, I think. I don't want to go below 10 there. Okay, Rekindling Phoenix. Let's get down Lyra. We have the Veros's Contempts. I'd like a chance to kind of stall it out, play some Primal Amulets, and then get them a little bit cheaper. If we draw land, we can do that. Alright, so double burn towards Lyra. Taking 4. Man. We have to Veros's Contempt instead of Primal Amulet. Alrighty. If we could have played Primal Amulet, that would have been awesome, because we could... I mean, I guess we do get a draw here. Cry of the Canarium's not bad. Alright, they play Mountain. Alright, we are going to Primal Amulet here. Kaya might be a better choice. But now we start using our mana a little bit more efficiently. We can Cry the Canarium with our guys here. Down to 6. We do have to gain some life. We actually might be dead. We very well could be dead. Risk factor. Yeah. Steamkin. Flame of Killed. Not using the risk factors. I mean, I feel like risk factor, I would have to let them draw if they found anything with burn. They would have had a shot. So, I mean, that actually gave us a chance here. So, let's go ahead and... let's... Kaya. Cry of the Canarium.
Notice I didn't say fair.
Revitalize. We don't get to use the extra Primal Amulet, but this will still be okay. Alright, Ritual of Rejuvenation is awesome. So going up to 8, I think, is pretty good. So, Pyromancer, and let's get rid of a risk factor. Actually, do we just get rid of both? No, we have to gain life. So get rid of one risk factor. Up to 8. They draw 2. We have to let them draw with risk factor, I think. Oof. Maybe not, actually. They risk factor. We actually are going to take action here. Because they only have one card. The Flame of Keld can get Yeah, so we're going to take action, go down to 4. There's nothing they can cast that does 4 damage here. All right, so here we go. Perfect. So let's oh man. So tick up Kaya. There's not another risk factor at the moment. Gain some life.
I thought you said your goodbyes already.
Let's see here. Let's decline. Let's play... Nope, not that way. So we can Primal Amulet. Cast 1. So unfortunately we don't get to double any of these up. We get to flip Primal Amulet though, which is good. And then we have Dawn of Hope to kind of be gaining, drawing us cards later on. Cleansing Nova is not bad actually. Yeah, I think we're going to gain enough life here that we're going to be fine. Yep, transform. And planes. And we have one flipped now, and I think we're in okay shape. We just have to keep drawing cards. They have to deal with Kaya here soon as well. All right, there's one. And shock. A lot of damage. We're down to 4. Planes. Exile 1 and 2. Up to 6. We will pay. Absolutely. Bummer. Alright. Past the turn, we will create a token on their end step to at least find some more ways. Yep, so Steamkin. And actually we can go ahead and Rust's Contempt that, gain some more life, and still be able to create a token. Do we want to draw? No, we're going to decline and create a life linker. I think that's better here. Alright, well, let's see here. So, Godless Shrine. So, let's see here. So, Godless Shrine, we're going to pay the 2 life here. Go to combat. Swing in. So, making sure I have enough mana here. I might have to Cleansing Nova. So draw a card, cast down. Alright, so I want to flip this other Primal Amulet so that then I can get a triple revenge here. Let's go ahead and just Frost's Contempt it though. That still gives us enough, right? Yes, because it'll flip. So Ross's Contempt, our own guy. Transform, gain some life. We're gonna tick up on Kaya to gain a little bit more life. This just gets us way out of their range. Tick up. Do they even have any more creatures? No, so no more creatures. That's fine. We actually might have been able to finish out the game there, but then we just revenge. It uses them both, so yeah, double our life. Yeah, we're gonna gain some life. Burn them pretty far down. Down to 9, down to 4, down to 2. Yeah, so I should have used Kaya. I made that same mistake again. So, thinking. Yep, good game. And yeah, there we go. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen. And a little bit close there, but I felt like the deck ran really well. I didn't run it very well. I definitely made some mistakes there.
All right, up against Magic Scrub. So this deck, I did throw it together in like 5 minutes, and I haven't deck tested it a ton. So there is that. But as long as we just keep drawing perfect hands, we're going to keep it. So Blackblade Reforged is actually pretty fun as well. So the main reason I have that in is for all of our legends it gets really good. We have Danitha in here, which a Blackblade Reforged on Danitha is phenomenal. It turns her basically into a Lyra without flying. And then there's just some really broken and fun things you can do with it altogether. All right, well, Marwyn. We are going to get down Marwyn here instead. Hopefully no removal. So Marwyn into double Incubation Druid. So actually, the other reason we were playing Blackblade Reforged is because we can put it onto Marwyn for really cheap, and it is just insane. So I think our biggest blowouts here, Lightning Strike. I'm hoping they don't have ways to get rid of our all of our creatures here. So I'm actually going to, let's see here. Oh, man. So the biggest issue is if they are playing, what's it called? The do 2 damage to all creatures that aren't pirates. I can't think of the name right now. Ooh, they are low on, ooh. Man, so we can't play Kamal's Druidic Vow here, but we are going to go ahead and tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and put a counter here, so adapt. So we can't play Kamal's Druidic Vow until we find a legendary creature. So now we need to play a legendary creature and play a massive Kamal's Druidic Vow. So that is the goal. Goal of the deck. That's a legendary creature. So we you know what? Let's go ahead and adapt first. So, adapt. Play Multani. As a 3/3 pass the turn. So, hopefully they don't just kill it here. That would be very bad. No, don't do it. Don't do it. It does come back, so we just have to have a legendary creature out. But being able to put another counter on Incubation Druid at least gives us something else that we did. All right, perfect, perfect. So next turn we should just straight up win the game. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9 here. So we're gonna play this untapped. So pay 2 life, 9, 10. So we can look at the top 10 cards of our deck and play anything that's not. Yeah, we're going to put up basically everything. So 6, 7, 8. I'm just making sure. So 10. Yeah, X10. So yes. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man. Both Urza's Ruinous Blast go to the bottom. So done. Do not hit decline there. Enters. All right, opponent says good game and passes the turn. It leaves. Yes. So yeah, that's that is what we want to do. All right, we're up against Big Boss Pizza Sauce, and ooh man, this is the one thing I just barely added the Field of Ruins and Detection Tower. So I have 2 Field of Ruin and Detection Tower. I was thinking that those would be kind of fun to play, but I don't love seeing 2 of them in my opening hand. But we'll see how this goes. All right, so Mountain, pass the turn. I like Spit Flame is such an amazing removal spell. It's as good as a Lava Coil, except it doesn't exile, or for the most part. All right, Field of Ruin, pass the turn. The biggest issue is, but it actually comes back to hand. That's just the beauty of it. Like if it is 1 extra mana, but still instant speed removal. Does 4 damage, which kills so many things in the format right now, and you can get it back over and over again with the dragons. So just it's a beautiful spell. The one thing is you have to be playing a deck that does go towards more lands. Man, not getting down Sark in here is an issue. That would be so good. We're gonna go ahead and get down the Dragon's Horde though. We need the double red for everything, and so definitely gonna be playing that here. So I was debating whether or not I really wanted to bring in Field of Ruin and Detection Tower. Field of Ruin is so good against, you know, all of the Search for Kanta right now, and just a lot of things in general. Ooh, do we need to kill that? How much can we do here? We could try to draw for something else. We need to kill that for Sarkin to survive. Demanding Dragon will kill this token and maybe stop it from attacking for a couple turns. So let's go for that. We might draw out quite a bit of removal this way. If we draw another land, then we can get down Laughless. And this gives us a draw for next turn as well. So this is, I think, the best play here. Legion War Boss is definitely an important thing to be getting, though. Getting off the battlefield. Drill Bit. Ooh, not fun. Well, they have a lot of choices here. So, in the discard. So one thing I've been thinking about is with, I want to be doing an Electro Dominance deck that gets people to discard instant speed, like towards the late game. That is just so brutal. Alright, well, we are going to be chump-a-lumping here. Well, we can get down Laughless, which is a very beautiful thing. And so they did take our Sarkin, which is a bummer, but having Laughless, ooh, this should be good. Maybe a Ravenous Chupacabra. I'm really not sure what they're playing here. They do have some Ravenous Chupacabras. If we draw another land, then we can just kick a Varix Bladewing, which is awesome. It's going to be difficult for them to really keep up with this. Swinging all in. Ooh, this is... So this is making me think that they have a Lava Coil. Are they willing to trade off a Legion Ward Boss? If they have a Lava Coil, they can do it. This could also just mean that they need to get damage in to start kicking skewers. I'm actually going to take this and try to get as much value out of Lathis as I can. I'm not sure that's the right play. It's just so suspicious. I really never know. The issue is if they still have something here, we just lose out on a wonderful opportunity to kill the Legion War Boss. But we do take out 6 points of damage from their hand, and if we draw land here, we can get a lot of power on the board. Well, not so good there. Let's just Lava Coil Legion War Boss. Play our Varix Bladewing. Not kicked. 2 cards in hand. They're doing 3 points of damage next turn. I can still swing in, so I actually want to start racing a little bit here. They only have 2 turns now, so they need to find answers and have damage going towards Demanding Dragon. Alright, perfect. That's great. So they're going to have to feel pressure to swing in here, which we just kill one of their bigger guys. And I think we're in pretty good shape here. I mean, of course, they can just go off next turn, which I think is what they're realizing they kind of have to make that happen. So down to 8. Skarkin is awesome. That is that makes us lethal. All right, so swing in hastily. Yep. And this is where I love Skarkin. Is the haste is just so beautiful on that. Like having it's another glory bringer basically, just not quite as good, but it's pretty awesome.
All right, against bows, bring it on bows. And let's see if we can even find our petitioners this time. Llanowar Elves, do we have a second mana source here? Ooh, man, this is so greedy. I'm going to keep it because I'm greedy and I'm going first. And I'm paying life and it's going to get shocked and I'm going to be devastated. But otherwise, I get a Knight of Autumn on turn 2. Or maybe an Incubation Druid. It would be amazing. He has Unpunished. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, well, let's put some counters on that fella. And 4-3 on turn 2 is not bad. Of course, so much removal just takes care of it nowadays that it doesn't even matter. Alright, well, let's go to combat. Swinging in here. Yep. Takes the 4. Hollowed Fountain. Do I want to get Arcane Adaptation down? Oh, man. So, the smart thing to do is to play it on one of these guys. For one of these guys right now. We can maybe pay the 2 life. So, pay the 2 life. Arcane Adaptation.
It's smart to play it on either Tender Dryad or Ooze. I'm going to go for Advisor because I'm feeling it this time. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Which means I probably am going to go for Tender Dryad over the Ooze just to try to get more tokens out, which will mean we can get more March of Multitudes. And then as soon as we just top deck that Petitioner, and maybe I should be running more than 4 for this as well. I feel like it's. I would hate to run into a bunch of them in my opening hand though. Like I want one. Like I just want to run into one and kind of play around it, drop it at the right time. Right now we want land into Petitioner. I think that's the best play right here. All right, so opponent's going to start swinging in with these Vampers. And we are a little bit lower here, so yeah, no blocks. I mean, we are winning the race, technically. Land, no land. All right, well, let's just keep this guy. We can just as a blocker. We can't just destroy Artifact or Enchantment, yeah, so let's just destroy that. I mean, that sets up so much stuff for their deck. Alright, go to combat and swing in. Down to 11 past the turn. Call to the feast. Alright, land. We want land. Give me land. Unbreakable formation, huh? Well, we could just block a big swing in by them with unbreakable formation. Is it better just to get more stuff now? We could swing in for quite a bit of damage. Like, they might actually need to block here. But this is mostly to kind of keep our board safer. We can put down 3 creatures and swing in with those next turn. So we're going to pass the turn. And this actually gets us closer towards the Advisor plan. Like if we, yeah, all right, fine. All right, call to the feast again. All right, they're going to swing in. And I think we're actually not going to block too much. All right, so they don't swing in. So March of the Multitudes X3. Alright, so X3 gets some fellas here. Breeding Pool, oh man. Alright, so Breeding Pool, pay the 2 life. And I actually think I want some more actual blockers here, and Ooze gives me, well, actually, you know what, Tender Dryad. Tender Dryad's great. So Tender Dryad, no attacks. I feel like Tender Dryad just, I mean, having out more turns is better. So the more turns I can possibly have with it is awesome. Biogenic Ooze has more value on the turn it's played, and it continues to grow, and it has a lot of value, but just not quite the same Tender Dryad has. I feel like they're very equal cards, but if I had to rank one above the other, it would probably be Tender Dryad by like this much. At the same time, though, it gets removed. Its removal hits it very easily, so it's so close. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Is it Biogenic Ooze or Tender Dryad? So we have this on Advisor. So we are going to try to keep getting. Oh man, go for Advisor, please. I mean, we could just win, but we're going to Biogenic Ooze and make this even more insane. To where, I mean, if he has Akaya's destruction here, all right, enters tapped. And no attacks. I swear, he's going to have Akaya's destruction thing, and our life is going to stink. If we find another Arcane Adaptation, then we just start putting Oozes or Saprolings, and life is great. Call to the Feast, man. This guy, I mean, he has a big board. Like, it actually is dangerous. Like, we can't swing in and just straight up win. Unbreakable Formation gives it to us, but... Ooh. And with Incubation Druid, and we get... Yeah, okay, now we just win. I think. Man. Alright, create another Ooze. I'm going to play it slow this time. I want to find the Petitioner. If I find Petitioner, we just immediately mill his entire deck. Because we have plenty of stuff to do that with. So yeah, that's the goal right now, is just a mill. Oh man, these guys are going insane with the tokens. And another Radiant Destiny. Whoo, man. Like, they're playing well. I think that they can't let us go too many more turns, otherwise there's no... Oh, we're going to keep playing. All right, so Hinterland Harbor. We're actually just going to pass the turn. We can do this instant speed, as well as maybe just Incubation Druid here. But yeah, so I guess I should have done it because then it gets more counters on him, but meh, whatever. I kind of want to hold up Unbreakable Formation just in case. Ooh, Elenda. Ooh. Alright, Elenda, that actually is really spicy. So now they might swing in just because they can get them all back. Alright, so let's create one ooze. Why not? Alright. Pass. Alright, so now we are going to block. That's fine. Alright, so block there. We might have left one of them alive, but so now we can Unbreakable Formation. They're choosing which ones are which here. Which one hits first. And then we Unbreakable Formation. It might just cause a scoop. I mean, Alinda's going to get big and it gains a lot of life. But, I mean, we just stay really big. So, yeah, all of our stuff is indestructible. We do gain some life because all of our life linkers block and stuff. Oh, we left one alive. Alright. Alinda's going to get a million, 12 counters on her. Which now, I mean, is awesome. Like, it really is really cool. We can swing in and win, though, is the big issue. Even if they gain however much life. But we're gonna try to mill them out. Okay, Arcane Adaptation. Now we put that on Ooze. Yep, Ooze. Alright, create an Ooze. No attacks. Alright. It's mean, but I'm wanting to play this one out as long as we possibly can. Alright, so I mean, opponent does have a ton of life. Like, that is one thing here, is that they have massive amounts of life. And as soon as we top deck that Petitioner, we actually need to gain some life back now. That is important. Which I think waiting a couple more turns to let these guys get bigger is what we want to do. So we're actually just going to let them gain life. That's fine. So just block with a... here, we'll just block here. There we go. Block. It doesn't have trample, right? Yeah, so just block. I actually don't want him to get a massive board. Having it just be a 4/4 is actually better for us at this point, because him getting life is kind of negligible at this point. Like, we really could swing in and win, I think, at any point. Alright, well, tapped. Yeah, Ooze. Ooze. No attacks, pass the turn. We have so many good draws. So the Sanctum Seeker, we do have to make sure this we don't lose to Sanctum Seeker. That's probably one of our biggest things. So we're going to have to swing in with these guys at some point. I'm hoping that we get either a big March of the Multitudes, which would be just kind of game over. I mean, it already, like, we're already in such a great spot. Like, really, we can probably do pretty close to enough damage. But I want to get a Petitioner. I just want to mill them out so bad. They're down to 41 cards. Ixalan's Binding is going to hit the Ooze. Yep, that's fine. Our guys have a lot of counters on them, though, at this point, so it stops them from growing anymore. Alright, they swing in. I'll probably just start trading off some of these life linkers now. So, gain some life back. And we have some turns to wait. I think if we... I mean,
the higher they go, the further we are from actually having a chance against stopping them in their plan. But all right, Incubation Druid. Adapt you. Why don't we? And no attacks. Yep, create some more Saprolings. It might be worth killing Alinda here soon. Alright, Ixalan's Binding, taking Tendershoe Dryad is bad. Man, if they just keep finding all this stuff, I mean, what we're looking for is a Petitioner. We have this Advisor, so we have 4 in the deck. I was debating on going up to more, but as long as they're not swinging with a lot, we just are going to block here. That's totally fine. As long as we're gaining life, we're good. We can't play any Oozes or Dryads anymore, though, which is a bummer. We can actually get him back with the Knight of Autumn. Land! Why all the land? Alright, pass the turn. We're going to wait it out. I'm going to make this happen. It is going to happen. We're going to mill him out. Call to the feast, yep. They're going to have a... I don't know why they're actually not swinging with more. We're going to keep our lifelinker around one more time here. Maybe we do go ahead and block. If we kill this, then Sanctum Seeker kills us. And so we can't let that happen. So we just block with the 1/1s. So yeah, just block. Yep, up to 109. They're going to keep doing this. Oh my gosh. More land. Yep. Pass the turn. Yep, swings in. We lose a life. We block. Apparently we need some card draw. Maybe like Dawn of Hope or something. I don't know. Well, March of Multitudes is fun. Pass the turn. Let me start counting. The timer doesn't actually let me play this. Like, that's the issue. Is that I can't actually do it in time. No, give me time, give me time. I played it. Okay, I played it. Alright, well. Now we have ways to gain some life back. Alright, just block. We could have played it for so much more, but it doesn't actually give me time to do that, so... That's a little frustrating, because you have to tap all of the Convoke ones each. I have drawn so many lands in a row. And I know a lot of people have been saying that this happens, which is kind of frustrating. So no attacks. We are safest as long as they aren't swinging in with everything. If they get more vampires, we need to fear a little bit. So we can... I'm going to just keep gaining as much life as we can each turn. Well, we're up to 15. 15 is a safe spot. Alright, Arcane Adaptation doesn't really do much at all. We're gonna put it down on Saprolings. I should have held on to it just in case they found an answer for the one with Advisor. Yeah, no attacks. So this is what the deck could look like. I mean, if we had the Oozes, the Tendershoe Dryad, a couple other things here. I mean, he's going to keep going in like this, and he is going to win unless we find the Petitioner here. So we block. We have 4 Petitioners to find. No card draw to really find them. So that could be an issue with this deck. But we're playing this one out. I am going to make this one happen. Unbreakable Formation. Alright, pass the turn. This is actually a way that we can just gain a lot of life as well. We can just block with all these guys, make him indestructible. Twilight Prophet is bad. Alright, so we are going to block with a bunch of stuff this time. So, alright, so we block with all of these guys. We play Unbreakable Formation. I know it probably would have been better just to put counters on them and everything like that, but this is a way that we gain a lot of life quickly. We go, and it still keeps Alinda alive, but it just gives us more turns. With the board as it is, they have the Twilight Prophet. We still keep Alinda alive. We go up to 30, and we have plenty of turns to kind of... Oh, man. All right, well,
March of Multitude just takes so long. And like I'm kind of glad that he thinks that he has a chance to win this one. That's what I want to have happen. And like really he does. Like we're actually now at the point where we can lose. So alright, yeah, so block with 1. Do we hold on to March of Multitudes just in case we find Petitioners as well? Because that is another way that, like, if they do clear the board somehow. So we're just going to hold on to it now, actually, because that's another way that we can actually ensure victory. Alright, well, Sun Petal Grove, pass the turn. Oh my goodness. Playing this one out. All the way, my friend. Yeah, Queen's Commission. So them getting a bigger board is actually very bad for us because Sanctum Seeker can eventually be an issue. They have to get to where they can kill us in one turn though. So they keep swinging with Twilight Prophet, I'm guessing. They actually don't swing with Twilight Prophet. That's fine. Alright, so we're just going to keep doing this. I'm going to try to play this a little quicker, so I might speed up through this until I find Petitioner. Alright, let's get another Knight of Autumn, why don't we? Discarding March of the Multitudes. Yeah, we could have had a ton of them, but I feel like getting... Yeah, so another Knight of Autumn, destroy target artifact, Ixalan's Binding. We got it! We got Persistent Petitioners! We did it! We win the game! We win the game! Yes! Alright, so we made it happen. So let's go ahead and tap down 4 advisors. Target you. Yeah, that's important. Yep, submit those 4. And this is instant speed, so no matter what, we just mill them out here. So let's go ahead and do it again. Tap 4 more. Target you. Tap a few more guys. Why not? Submit. Yes, we made it happen. I mean, we would have won so long before, but let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll just mill you out a little bit more. Target you. Target some of our guys. Submit. And do we have the game? Yes, we do. Next. Yes, pass turn. Just skip the turn. Yeah, put counters on, create saplings, all those things, blah, blah, blah. They go to draw step. Yes, yes, yes. They draw for Twilight Prophet, and it's game. We did it. We did it. Yes. Oh, he's trying to make everything happen. Oh, man. I wish I could say thank you. Like, thank you is what I need to be saying in this one. Like, thank you, Bose, so very much. Like, for letting me play that out, because that was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.